The Public Utilities Regulatory Commission has announced an increase of 18.36% in average end-user electricity consumer tariff for the second quarter of this year, and this, according to some residents of the Techiman municipality of the Bono East region, would compound the already worsening economic hardships in the country. These residents, who have been expressing disappointments in the PURC, says Ghanaians are already struggling with the hikes in the prices of goods and services, and this would worsen their plight.
As for the bills, especially the light bill, it's very too much. See, like young boy like me, I've been paying light bill like 130 cedis a month. My monthly salary is almost 330. So how can I make life? The bills is too much. Like they have to reduce us for us. Next time maybe we won't get life. Please, the thing is there is too much. It's too much for the youth.
To me, the mete anyamede because she said the etihon dadano yentimi ano edin nyame anim the etihon ano edin pop because say me 200 winnings a month which we are almost 100 and something, which is me income krana eba enuru be me de now send the bibe kan ho which means 100 winnings na me third month no beto abro which means me almost 200 Ghana.
These residents say they were already faced with declining profit margins on their products and services, and the implementation of the new tariff would make life difficult for them.
18% yes you doing say kai me ba harba basis crop say wine e ko boy yan ko e bo ko kura wa ko wine pe bodu sunya abosi sunya bi say ma bim say 18% e be let matu ade say ra ba mo na no hye pa ya djuma sam so ya djuma na nya kura o kai djuma no so nya kura.
The work we are doing, we things is not easy, and if the work I'm doing to pay electricity, light bill, water bill, and school fees and all that, I can't survive. So they have to do something about it.
Salifu, also known as Officer, is afraid the new tariff, if not checked, would lead to a rise in illegal connections by consumers.
We see the electricity, how they increase the price. It can't help because the price that we are paying, we are still complaining, and someone is coming to add. So this it let people, it will let illegal become more because I can't sleep darkness. I have to use light, and I can't get the money to pay. When I get illegal, I must use it. So VR people, it won't help them.
They are all appealing to government and the PURC to reconsider this decision and work towards maintaining the current tariff to save their businesses from collapsing.
How can a small boy like me pay 130 cedis light bill for a month? And we have other utility bills too. So we plead them. They have to do something for us.
They should try to bring the price down so that when the price be affordable, everybody can afford the price or afford the money to pay. By this price, what we are paying is high and we are complaining. Some is coming to add.
Techiman area manager for the Northern Electricity Distribution Company, John Tyree, admonished consumers to work towards using power judiciously and stay disciplined in their use of electricity.
Upwards adjustment of the tariff is good for the utilities. However, we are not oblivious of the difficulties consumers have to pay. We are equally consumers. We use electricity and we pay for it. But what is the option? The challenge is that people have difficulties to pay. But the good thing about electricity bills is that it is always commensurate with your income. Because if you cannot afford what uses the power in your room, you are never going to incur the cost of electricity. If you can afford it and you are also not very careful to control consumption, to conserve energy, you are also going to incur cost. So the fact that bills, electricity tariffs have increased call for conscious effort for people to cut down consumption.
He advised residents to make sure they keep their electrical gadgets off when not in use, adding that this would help reduce their consumption in general.
It is not the human beings per se who are consuming the electricity. You have gadgets and machines and equipment in your rooms or houses or workplaces that consume the power. So it is just a call to duty that when you are leaving your place, any electricity gadget that is not in use, you turn it off. So it's a clarion call for everybody. If you do not have need for your bulb to be on, you put it off. If you can open your louvers, you open and let air come in and you sit down and watch your TV or, there are times we just need to regulate consumption. And if you do that, the cost of electricity will not actually have too much of a burden on you.
He was, however, quick to add that the authority, as usual, would remain alert by monitoring people who are interested in power thefts. Anna Sabit, Joy News, Techiman.